right, people. So what we're going to start off with is some fresh shrimp that's clean, deveined, and all that good stuff. So what we're going to do is add our dry seasonings in. So we're going to go with some salt. Now you have to make sure it's flavorful. You don't have to get too crazy with the salt. Just get a little bit of salt on there. Then we're going to go with some black pepper. I love black pepper in my food. I think it just gives it an extra little bit of taste. Now we're gonna go in with some garlic. I go heavy on the garlic, and it's actually recommended through keto to use and marinate your food with garlic. So I do go a little heavy with garlic, but I'm island. I love garlic. So we're gonna go in with some cayenne pepper. I love hot food, so I'm gonna add two types of hotness to this. So I'm gonna add some crushed cayenne pepper, and I'm gonna go in with this seafood seasoning, and I add a little bit of this. This has herbs in it, which makes it a little bit more flavorful as well. Alrighty, so once the griddle is hot enough, I'm going to place the shrimp on here. So I actually like to do this on the griddle so I can actually see the process of each of the shrimps cooking individually. I know that sounds crazy, but shrimp cooks pretty fast, so you have to watch it. So I'm going to cook them on one side and get them crispy on that side and then flip them. So you're going to see how crispy it gets and how all the seasonings stick onto the shrimp. That's why it's really important to make sure you watch the shrimp and make sure that you're cooking it on a surface where it's able to cook evenly. I feel like cooking it on the griddle definitely helps because you can actually watch the process like precisely. Now that the shrimp has cooked on that first side, I'm just going to flip them over. Now I am going to have to go in and add a little bit of extra olive oil to this because you can see them drying out significantly. Now shrimp does have water in it. Obviously it's a water creature. So when you get them, they will like make a lot of water. But once you dry that out, you get them a little bit dry. So I'm going to go in and add some extra olive oil just to kind of lather them up a little bit and really bring the flavor through. So this is what the shrimp looks like. So I'm just going to let it sit on the griddle. I've already turned it off, but up close you can see all the seasonings and how good it looks. It looks really, really nice. I'm telling you guys, this is an easy recipe and this was super delicious. I just added a few ingredients. It's not kind of like overly seasoned. It's kind of like a plain seasoning so that the nachos aren't overpowered by the shrimp. So what I'm going to start with are these burrito wraps, which are actually pretty big. Now these are 8 net carbs each, so I'm going to actually take 2 out, and I'm going to actually create some chips for my family as well. So what I'm going to do is actually cut these into like just random shapes. Now they don't have to be perfect, but I lined them up so that I can have kind of like similar shapes like double Y's. So I'm just going to cut real random. I'm just going to make some like triangles, squares, or whatever. It doesn't matter what they look like. What's going to matter is how they taste. So that's what we're going to keep in mind. Once the shapes are all prepared and pretty, we're going to actually add some olive oil to a pan. We're going to heat the olive oil up. Now, I know this is crazy. It's so much easier to use like vegetable oil or canola oil, but olive oil is keto friendly. So we're going to go ahead and use some olive oil to fry these chips up. Now, what I'm going to tell you guys is make sure you heat this up really hot. You want to make sure it's hot so that instantly when you drop those chips in, that it automatically starts frying up. Now I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to dip it and then you'll see it's bubbling around the edges. It's ready. So I'm going to let these fry up. I actually made mine a little bit dark because I like them to be crispy. So you have the option to make yours lighter or you have your option to make yours darker. I feel like the darker they are, the crispier they are, the more flavorful they are. I know that's weird AF. At this point, you can just about add any of your condiments on top. I'm going to do cheese. I'm going to do jalapenos. I'm going to do guac. I'm going to do sour cream. So I'll link all the net carbs down below for you guys and I'll insert in the video. This entire meal was only 11 net carbs and this is a super filling meal. So even if you have like a simple breakfast of just eggs and you have like a light lunch and you're looking for some power punch for dinner, I think that this is definitely going to be great. If you're trying to stay in ketosis and you want to stay within the 20 grams, you'll have, let's see, 9 grams of carbs left after this. So you can have eggs, you can just have anything else, and you'll stay within the 20 grams to be in ketosis. I definitely think if you're looking for flavor and you want to continue to enjoy keto and enjoy flavorful food, this is a great recipe for you to follow. I think it's simple and anyone can achieve this meal.